What's up, lucky gamers? It's Lucky Lux, and today we're going to be talking about Higan Eruthyll. Going to be talking about where I'm at with my account being free to play, how far I've gotten, how I was able to get this far, because I've been hearing a lot of people having issues. So I'm going to give you guys all the tips that I learned from playing the game. This is the second account that I made as well, which I was able to get way further because of some of the things that I did. So again, I'm here for you guys. All right. So if this video helps you, please hit the like button, comment down below what you guys think, and subscribe to the channel if you guys enjoy the content, love the content, you want more of the content, and especially for Higan and other gacha games. Anyways, let's go and hop into the video. All right, so here is my account, troop level 33. Haven't really played today because family, you know. But I am troop level 33. This is my second account. I have been able to get to chapter 3, where it's really difficult and energy kind of spiked up. You know, max level 112. We got a little bit of credits. So let's look at what really matters, though. My characters and all of that, right? What do we have? So we are free to play, by the way. Free to play, by the way. I don't live in Canada, Malaysia, or Singapore. I don't feel like going through all the trouble of having to hook up with a friend I got in Canada, be like, hey, can you buy this? I'll send you that. Like, bro, I'm not finna do all that when the official game's gonna launch, right? So if you're seeing here that I have a 4-star, 3-star, you know, like, that's just what happened, you know. So I was able to get 4-star CM because on when I was pulling for Aaliyah's banner with the 6,000 that they gave us, I was able to get a copy of him, and then I got another copy of him when I got the guaranteed after the 20. So I ended up getting him the 4-star. So it let me know that one copy of a 3-star gave me a 4-star. So I did learn that, which we'll talk about that in another video. Caesar, I literally just got her on Aaliyah's banner while I was pulling. I think I was 40 to 50 or 50 to 60, one of those things, but I think it was 40 to 50. I got Caesar. Media, she is completely free, right? And I have most of all the 2-stars and 1-stars. I've been upgrading them. Literally missing these 2 characters here, which I do need them. So hopefully I can pull them because I want to have a big roster. But if you notice here, a couple things stick out, right? I don't have a lot of characters leveled, as you can see. I have characters leveled up to 30, as you can see. There's reasons for that, right? One, we have limited energy, which means if we have limited energy means we have limited mats, which means you can't go leveling a bunch of characters like that. I used to do this in a lot of my past gacha games and I got caught up with it. So on the second account that I made, after playing through the first one and kind of struggling a bit, I was like, okay, I need to do something different. Now, of course, the first account I had Basil. He's a blue tank, really good tank for CC, but I was lacking some of the power, right? Able to get a 3-star that became a 4-star. DPS, really good. Media, a lot of you have been using her. She's really solid. And then if you're able to get like another character, like I'm using Caesar along with Kier, which they're really 2 solid tanks. Caesar is a healing tank, although I will do a video on her or some type of, because like she's not exactly the type of healing tank I was thinking of, but it still works out because Kier has shielding for everybody, right? So I've stuck with the formation kind of that I've talked about in my video of having like 2 DPS and 2 tanks, while the 2 tanks are supportive and helping out my team, right? They're not selfish tanks. That is something too. If you're not gonna rock a healer all the time, you want to have a tank that can help benefit the team. So I have tanks that literally when they ult, they heal or they shield. On their abilities, they heal or they shield, because the damage is coming from these two. I don't need my tanks to do damage because I have the DPS on my DPS, right? So that's where you kind of trust the characters to do their role, right? I have Roko. She is a healer. I have some frustrations about her, but she is useful. So I know a lot of people are using her. So she's a good character to kind of level up, right? But the main thing that I just want you guys to learn is do not go leveling a bunch of characters, right? So you really want to study the characters that you have before you go leveling up. And I'm talking about very early, right? Like you can start leveling characters like later on and stuff, or like, you know, you can kind of change your pace, right? So that's just one of the things I learned. Because, and when I say pace, it's like, it's how you want to approach the game. If you're trying to rush through content to unlock all of the things, then you really need to pick 4, maybe 5 characters and level them up as far as you can, always, to push past content and be ahead, because you don't want to start failing missions. Then you have to, as I did, to 3-star everything. You have to go back and you'll have to spend more energy because you failed these missions, because you weren't taking care of your team. There were missions, there was at least like 10 missions yesterday that I wasted like 12 energy on, which is 120, which is a lot. That's a whole day's worth, because I was trying to get 3-star on all of the missions, right? And it was because missions I just wasn't prepared for, which is why I made the video about prepping for missions. I made the video about leveling your characters, because like I've literally done it. I've literally wasted mats, materials, and everything on different characters, and I'm just trying to help you guys out, right? If you take the slower approach, that's where you are leveling up definitely more than 5 characters. That's where you're as soon as you unlock Outland, you're going through and leveling up multiple characters, multiple skills before you prepare to push through the game, right? That's where you're taking it slower. You're leveling up all of the skills, not just some of the skills. You're leveling up all your skills before you go out. You're making sure that everybody is leveled. That way you don't have to go back and do it. You're not really rushing, because you know that energy is going to get higher, which it does. The amount of energy it takes on missions gets higher, and you're not really trying to fail missions, right? So there is also that approach, right? And if you're a free to play, like, you know, trying to rush, like I understand, but there's players who are whales, there's players who spin, and they're already going to be ahead of you. So definitely play at your own pace, whichever works out for you, right? Typically, I like to try to push through content because I like to unlock everything. But once you get Outland and you can start leveling up your characters and getting your skills, like, it's fine to take your time, right? There's nothing wrong with it. So that's ultimately what helped me is, 1, rerolling, which was literally like rerolling until I got just a DPS 3-star, because it took me a while. So that's where rerolling can help. But I mean, ultimately I didn't have, like, if I had the character that you get for $1, her right here, she's a DPS 3-star. Like, if I would have had her, I probably would have been fine. But just having another DPS 3-star really helped. Now, that's not saying that you can't use the 2-stars and promote them and use them. I'm not saying that you can't. It's just that the 3-stars start you off better early on, and we all know that. Now, there are missions that this team setup doesn't work because I literally only have access to 2 elements, and there are missions where I need blue and red, right? But I've been kind of pushing through it. I got lucky, was able to get CM to 4 stars. That's why he's just so much stronger than everybody, right? He's literally way stronger than most of my units, because I got lucky and got onto a 4-star. So that just kind of shows dupes are pretty good. So that's kind of why I haven't like gone through a lot of these characters, but some of them, yeah, like Asa, you know, I gotten them up to 3 stars, so they have some of the stats. I just haven't gone through. Yeah, I got 3 to 3 star. I just haven't gone through and really started leveling up characters yet. I'm kind of waiting till I hit a content wall, so then I can go back and level everybody and try to max them out. But again, I'm waiting for that because like that takes a lot of energy, and I'll probably go DPS first, or you know, the characters actually that are 3-star first, and go from there, right? So that's how I feel about like your roster. And of course, like you guys know, like always level up who you like, right? Like CM is actually, funny enough, a character that I actually enjoy and I like to kit, and it works out for me. But if there's a character down here that I don't have leveled that you like, bro, like just level that. Just make sure that you try to max them out to where you can, right? Another thing, right? Make sure to be able to get your character roster and everyone up to 3-star, you're gonna have to do some wishes. And I know a lot of people are saving and stuff. On the soft launch, I'm not really saving, but for the official, I probably will. The first character that's on the banner, Aluya, she is a single target dark. She's actually pretty decent. I tried her out, and she does a lot of DPS. She was saving me on my first account through a lot of the missions because of how much damage she does, and she's an assassin, so she can get to the back of the enemy line with her attacks, right? Simply, if you don't like the 2 characters that they have up here, the dark tank or the dark assassin, you know, you can save, or you can do a couple of summons on the standard banner. Typically I don't like doing summons on the standard banner, only because with the upped rate, I would hope to get one of the characters here because it doesn't hurt to get them. Like both of these characters here are pretty solid, right? And now I don't know if this is going to stay for the official launch, but Gildan, she's a good tank for physical teams. Aluya is a physical character, so if you were able to get both, literally that's a solid mashup, and then you could just build a physical team. There's nothing wrong with that. I have not hit a gate with me having a magical team, right? So you do want to do some wishes. How you get this currency, that is from completing your missions. That is 3-starring as many missions as you can to get the extra currency. That is going to your trophy, completing like achievements, you get some, right? That is like doing everything and anything in the game to get like all of your currency. Like make sure you're keeping up with this, because like we did not for pre-launch, I mean for soft launch, get a lot of like extra stuff. I feel like that's all going to be for official. So like, you know, I'm kind of just like grasping straws here, trying to get a lot done, right? So, you know, but I don't want to make this video too long, but I mainly wanted to show you guys what I have going on my account, how I'm able to get so far, and that way you guys can see my account as whole. If you have any questions or anything like that, please let me know down in the comment section. If anything that I said helped you give a little bit more insight on how to kind of start the game, please hit the like button. And subscribe to the channel if you guys want more of this content. Again, I just wanted to kind of show you guys what this account looks like as a free-to-play, and how I'm able to progress through the game simply, right? So anyways, guys, go ahead and get out of here. Jesus. You lucky gamers, have a good one. Lucky Lex out.